up, we have SI Music City Nashville. They're going to come speak up 3 to 5 minutes on their fundraising, celebrating success. And then we will have Shannon Taylor present the fundraising slides. So SI Music City Nashville, President Nancy.
Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Nancy Laws. I'm president of the small but significant Music City Nashville Club. I'm honored to be here today to talk to you. Well, she's getting the slides ready. I'm going to talk quickly because I only have 5 minutes. I want to thank 2 of my club members, Priscilla Tatarski, who is on a world cruise right now. Priscilla was the one who put together the fundraising. You will see it up on the screen in a minute. It's a card that we sent out to people that we knew for fundraising, and she designed that. So I want to thank Priscilla. I don't know if she's listening from Europe or where she is. And then also Karen Karpinski in our club was supposed to do this presentation, and she arranged the slides and my notes. At the last minute, Karen could not make it. So thanks to members Karen and Priscilla. So the name of our fundraising is called the No Show Tea Party. It was such a fun event, and it was something that we did during COVID. We did this in October of 2020. And the main thing I want you to take home from this is the idea of what we took advantage of. If you remember back in October of 2020, it was just prior to the presidential 2020 election. And you know how much interest that garnered in our country. We took advantage of that interest of the 2020 election. We also took advantage of what was going on in the state of Tennessee and Nashville. Nashville is the capital of Tennessee, and there was a huge celebration going on in Nashville, celebrating the 100th year of the 19th Amendment, which is the amendment of the women's right to vote. That was centered in Nashville, Tennessee, because we were the last state to ratify that amendment. Up to that point, half the states were against that amendment, half the states were for. So we had hundreds of suffragette women there in 1921 promoting the amendment for the rights to vote. So our club took advantage of a historic moment. This is something all of you can do. Whatever's going on in your community or state or country, think of a creative way that you can utilize this for your club, fundraiser, or getting the name of your club out or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to go quickly through some things here. But I have to tell you one very quick story. You know, it came down to one vote that this amendment even passed in 1921. There was a representative in Nashville by the name of Harry Burns. He did not want to ratify this. He did not want it to pass. He did not want women to vote. Just before the final vote was taken in Nashville, his mother somehow got a written message to him. And the message was something like, "Son, you better vote for this." Now, I don't know her exact words, but he flipped his vote, and that is the only reason why that amendment passed in 1920. So there you go, mothers. You mothers have power. So with our invitation for the No Show Tea Party, a card went out to all these people that we knew, and inside that card was a tea bag that they could drink a cup of tea after they voted. I do want to tell Kathy and Dawn Marie, this was a nonpartisan event. We did not tell people how to vote. We just said, go vote. So this is an example of the card that we sent out. Look at number accept. The total expense was about $245. Our club ended up taking in about $2,100. Now, keep in mind, there were only about 9 of us doing this. So it was not a large group that did this. We did donate 10% to SIA giving. It helped us to earn enough money that we could give away 2 Live Your Dream Awards, increased awareness of our club, generated interest in our club, and we got back some personal notes from people who had voted and past voting experiences. So anyway, thank you very much. This was a really fun project, but think of how you can creatively do things in your community based on what's going on around you. Thank you.
Well, I'm presenting for Danielle. And no, because I don't read behind me. I mean, I'm gifted, but no, I'm gifted and I'm challenged. But anyway, so, and you know what? All of my lovely words disappeared. Yeah. You know what? Yes, I'm relaxed. God, no, I'm high strung. Good afternoon, wonderful women of Soroptimist Southern Region. I am Shannon Taylor. Danielle would normally do this. So give me a moment. I want to read something that's shared from Charlie Rogers, dated April 25th, 2010. So why am I Soroptimist? Here we are at conference. She said conference reminds her each year. It's summed up by a quote from a Women's Opportunity Award winner. And it's a quote. It's a wonderful quote. It says, help a girl, you save the world. Help a woman, you save a family. Help a family, you save a community. Help a community, you save a nation. Help a nation, you save the world. This is why we do what we do. And a discussion. So, and I'm going to, because this is already just, here it is. This is one of my, one of my favorite Live Dream Award stories is about a chance. Lisa struggling to get out of bed exactly 1 year prior to Lisa's husband committing suicide. Oh. The days followed his suicide were a blur as she tried to care for her 4 children, unraveled the mystery of what had happened. I have 7 children. My husband just died 2020. So has nothing to do with this. So she thought she was happily married to a successful man for 15 years. What she found was that he had been a sham. Their home, second and third mortgages, their cars, loans that exceeded their value. So she was she was devastated. Even after 1 year, she was still trying to survive and build a new family for her and her children. On the anniversary of her husband's death, she was having trouble getting out of bed. Then the phone rang, and it was an SIA president, Alice Wells, calling to tell her that she would receive $10,000 to support her efforts to get a college degree so that she could support her family. It was just a chance that this call came. That was the 1 year anniversary, and it was just what she needed to get out of bed and continue her efforts to build a better life for herself and her children. This is why we do what we do. For each and every one of us, stories like this motivate us to be a Soroptimist and volunteer our time and our financial resources to our impact There is no better time to reflect on these stories. And these are life stories. We all have them. So better time to reflect on these stories than as we celebrate 100 years of service and plan for the next 10 years as we invest in the dreams of 500,000 women, or is it 500 million? And girls through access to education. That access to education leads to economic empowerment. The stories of these women and girls, the ones we have already helped, the ones we will need help to help, and it's the fabric of the work that we do together as Soroptimists. They define our work in our local community and bond together our impact around the world. It is a sisterhood, and it's why we do what we do together. Together, we're stronger. Another story motivates me, the history of Soroptimists and how we have served the women and girls around the globe since 1921. I am inspired by Violet Richardson's award's commitment to ensuring Soroptimists was a global organization right from the start. She recognized that not only was that need great in our communities, but that we would be stronger if we were working together to serve women and girls around the world. We know that we couldn't do our work without raising funds to support our local and global impact. And one of the ways to motivate donors is to share the stories of women and girls who have benefited from our dream programs. Those stories are the heartfelt of what make things going. With permission and care, and following the guidelines of the program and public awareness teams, you can share the stories of women and girls that serve to encourage your community to spread the word. Okay, I'm glad. They will be just as inspired as you have been and will want to support you in any way they can. In addition to, you can share their donations and support not only the local impact, but also the efforts, transformation, and transform the lives of women and girls throughout our 20 countries and territories. On the SI website, there are stories and videos of our global recipients that we can share. Some ideas for sharing stories are fundraising. Fundraising includes when you email potential donors, link to one of the videos on the websites for SIA website. At events, you have women and girls who are comfortable sharing their stories, which sometimes they're not, but let them ad-lib it a bit. Cool beans. So events, if you have women or girls who are comfortable sharing, let them share. When you create a brochure about the club, include photos and stories, future stories and photos of women and girls on media channels. Social media is very good. Send donors a thank you note from the women and girls that you've helped. We know how the impact of funds raised locally to your impact and support of the 2021-2031 big goal. We also ask that you consider how important it is that our organization work together and to achieve our big goal. For many years, we have asked clubs to donate 10%, which we did reach, yes? We're financially straight. So thank you, because we rock like that. So the 10% of what they raise locally to support global impact through club giving while keeping 90% for the local impact. Please consider the importance of club and individual giving through the global impact. This is important. This is an important moment in our history. We have the opportunity to support our impact today and secure that impact for the future through Dream Big campaign. I am sure that you have already heard about the efforts to raise $15 million to invest in program expansion, delivery, and sustainability. These are critical investments we need to make in order to secure our brilliant future. I know you would agree that we want our Soroptimist sisters to be celebrating another 100 years in 2121. Some of these investments include supporting clubs financially to deliver the dream programs, providing leadership development and volunteer training to Soroptimists, upgrading our technology so that we can be more efficiently and effectively do our work and be able to attract the next generation of Soroptimists. Yes, we need youngers. We need youngers. So attracting non-members, donors, so that we can focus more on service and less on fundraising in order to have the resources to write the next 100 years of 2121 to make our story. So we are asking a lot, but we do a lot. We always do. We are asking you and your club to understand the importance of giving to support our annual program needs to secure our future. We are asking you to raise funds locally to be able to increase the number of women and girls you serve and to donate to our global impact so that we can be stronger together. And I'm going to quickly go through this because this is our club fundraising resources, our big goal fundraising resources. And there is our lovely Danielle. And if you need to contact her, this is her information. And she really rocks your socks. So and ta-da!